Hey everyone! You know, Kidder Music Service is one of the greatest assets to our school district. From providing day-to-day materials like reeds and valve oil to purchasing pieces of sound and instrumental equipment, there isn't anything they can't do. Kidder Music Service helps our students sound the best they can each and every day, and we are proud to call them a Music in the Making sponsor. If you are looking for similar materials for your school, don't hesitate to call and ask for assistance and mention us, Music in the Making, today. Their number is 309-692-4040, or visit kiddermusic.com, that's Kidder music.com today for all your music classroom needs. And now, on to the podcast. Welcome to Music in the Making.
That's illegal.
I want to be with you everywhere. A Halloween party. Oh, that's fun. Let's talk about work.
That's not what I said. Well, and I like Stanridge, so it's like I kind of.
Oh, you guys are friends?
Yeah,
You guys
I
are
talked to.
buddies?
Yeah, we talked
Talked to him last week.
a whole 5 minutes at Midwest last year. We are 3 high school and junior high music teachers from West Central Illinois.
And someone had to go to the bathroom during intermission and missed it. And that someone is me.
Yeah! Each week we will talk about our experiences in the classroom, community, and personal lives too. Please welcome your hosts, Lisa Hallen.
We say move all this stuff down there, and then it gets moved, and then I'm like, oh my gosh, why have we moved that from there to there to there? Stop recording.
Art Martinez, happy Friday if it's not a Friday, or Saturday or Sunday, or if you're Lisa, it's a week later. And Kevin Ferry.
Oh, what you're talking about.
During class.
Yeah, that's crazy. No, man.
What a day.
Awesome.
Welcome back to another episode of Music in the Making. Going a little old school because we are not at the school.
We are on location.
On vacation, sort of. In Nashville, Tennessee, which is crazy because I feel like we were just here.
We were just here like 9 months, 10 months ago.
Yeah.
Wasn't it in August we came down?
August, yeah. So
We're going to start making this an annual. Annual?
Cost annual.
So,
send us an email if you know that reference.
Yeah. Email musicinthemaking.pod
At gmail.com.
at gmail.com. But we're going to make it an annual event. We are proud and lucky to be joined by Guardian Travel Group interim sales manager,
Executive boss,
director,
of CEOs,
all around great guy, Mr. Mike Roberts.
Thank you. Thank
AKA
you.
Tour Guide Mike.
Tour guide Mike.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Yeah, we're doing just a short little podcast here because, well, one, we haven't done one in since April.
Oh, wow.
End of April. Yeah. May was crazy.
Yeah.
Mike, you used to be a music teacher.
Yeah, I know. All
May
throughout.
sucks worse than December.
It really does.
It does. Graduation.
I almost would rather do solo ensemble again.
End of year concert, graduations, auditions,
Right.
Memorial Day parades.
Yeah.
Just
right into
everything.
stuff. Oh, hey, can the choir do this one more time? Can the
Yeah.
band do this one more time?
Yeah.
Like, guys, leave us the heck alone.
I know.
Yeah.
It just didn't stop. But you know what? We survived. And we're just kind of enjoying these couple days out here. But no, yeah, really, really strong end of the year. I'm not even sure if we got to it, but
So
last episode. But I was the state champs.
State champs.
So that
4-time state champs. I actually have my state championship shirt with me to rock on Broadway.
Ayo.
Excellent.
I'll have to get tour guide Mike a state championship
I
shirt.
will need one.
If it was-
Yeah. Do you ever wear the Titan shirt?
I do wear it once in a while. I do. Yeah.
And people are like, who's that?
Yeah, they have no idea.
His dog is like that.
Like, that's my number
Who's
one.
that? Who's
That's
that?
my number one client and number one best friend.
Exactly.
From Roseville.
First ever client.
Hey,
There we go.
Mike, whatever I can do to help you, bud.
Yeah.
You know that's why I'm here.
You're doing it all
So
right now.
I'm sure we talked about it. Maybe we didn't, but Mike last year in Guardian Travel sent Art and I down to Nashville to just check it out. I mean, I've been to Nashville before with my family. It's a little bit different vibe when you have, little ones going with you. And we knew it'd be a different vibe because we have our seniors here. We take a senior trip every year. And for the last 18,000 years, we've gone to Chicago. And so Mike and Guardian Travel brought Art and I down here for a 3-day trip. Went and did all the sightseeing and all this stuff. And he said, what do you think about Nashville? And then, honestly, folks, if you're looking to travel, and I know they don't sponsor us yet,
Yeah.
but if you're looking to travel, these are the guys to do it, and gals, because Mike did comparisons. He spends hours working for little old Monmouth Roseville for a 3-day trip that he doesn't make jack for money on, but he works hours, and he had comparisons for Nashville and Chicago. And I remember when we first started, Chicago was like $400 more expensive for one less day in Chicago.
Yeah.
Because everything in Chicago costs $100 or more.
It does.
And in Nashville, still everything. There's a couple things that are expensive, but there you can hit that $40 to $60 range to go do some stuff, and then you can give kids time on the Michigan Mile in Chicago or Navy Pier or the Bean Millennium Park or whatever. But I mean, you want to go and do and see stuff, and we left early this morning, and my God, it took us 10 hours to drive. The road construction, the trip is 511 miles from Monmouth, Illinois to Nashville, Tennessee. And I kid you not, 300 miles was in construction.
Yeah.
And it was amazing. Once we got to Tennessee, there was no road construction. But Illinois was insane how much road construction there was.
Yeah.
But
I was going to say really quick, because we were talking about prices for a hot second. Like, in case you haven't been following along, we're from Illinois, from Illinois, and the fact that we couldn't drive 4 hours to Chicago and save money that's how crazy Chicago was. So I'm honestly glad that we were able to do this trip. Like, we drove the kids ourselves.
Right.
Like,
shout out Monmouth Roseville School District for letting us have school vehicles to do this.
Thank you, Board of Education. Thank you, Ed Fletcher. All you guys. I mean, seriously, night one, blew it out of the park. I mean, these kids are like, for the long day of just traveling, like icing on the like it was worth the wait for like all day to being in a white van to be seeing like these people. I try to like tell the kids too, like, even if you're not a country music fan, you're gonna, I think, quickly appreciate the genre. Even if you even if you don't literally listen to it much, even afterwards, like, you'll realize like this whole culture is just so different than any other like genre. Like, like you can go to a concert and see your favorite artist or whatever it is, but like to be at the Opry, it's almost like an experience.
Right.
Like, it's almost spiritual in some ways, just because like everyone there is like, we're all in this kind of music, and everyone does it a little bit differently. Like, there's the same kind of sound, but it's all so very different. The stories are different, the backgrounds are different, the age gaps of the musicians are different.
Yeah, right.
So
that's what makes it really cool.
So we left at 7:00 this morning from Monmouth, and we got in here about 5:20. Right. So 10 hours 20 minutes. We stopped a lot on the way. Those. Lisa Fornoff and Crispin Fornoff are with us. They're in bed because they're really tired, and Lisa's 7 months pregnant.
Yeah.
So Lisa's really tired, and that's fine. But we left at 7:00 this morning. Spent all the time. Mike, we've got you on here. So people know, like, you set up the tour, you do all the work for it, but you are our tour manager, our tour guide on this. So tell us your day today, that all the stuff that you have done behind the scenes and what you did today to make sure that our kids got here today and had a great day.
Yeah, today's the most stressful day of any trip, to be honest. It's making sure I usually get people's locations on their phones sent to me, and I'm usually chaotic and check that every 20 minutes to make sure we're getting down here in time, because it's always a challenge. But today is about making sure that we get down here on time. Hotel check-in, which is the most stressful part, but this hotel's been pretty easy. Running around grabbing tickets today, although it hasn't been as much as other trips for me. But day one's usually the most stressful part, but today, besides all the traffic, has been pretty solid. So, yeah.
Well, and we didn't know CMA Fest is this week, so we're smack dab in the.
It is.
And I can attest, Mike is checking in with me. Once he landed, probably every half hour, and then as the closer we got, it was probably every 10 minutes. And literally, we are 7 miles away from Opry Mills Mall, and we are at a dead stop.
Yeah.
And Mike's like, okay, what's your ETA? I'm like, oh, it's going to be 5:13. And then I call him, and he's like, what's going on? I'm like, we're at a dead stop, and there went another cop car. There went a fire truck. There went our second ambulance. And there was a 3-car wreck
Something like that,
ahead of us, and it dropped us down to one lane. Now, we ended up pulling into Opry Mills at, like, right at 5:30.
Right. And even if you did get there at 6:30, like we first thought we were going to get down here.
Okay.
You forgot the time change.
Yeah, shout out Crispin Fornoff, or unshout out. We're driving down, and Crispin's like, Nashville's in the Eastern time zone, right? I said, I don't know. He goes, I'm pretty sure it is. And so we're telling Mike, hey, we're going to get there at 6:30. Or 6 o'clock, 6:15, 6:17, whatever. And then we're an hour away, and Crispin's like, well, I'm not 100% sure. So I asked Siri, what time zone is Nashville in? Central. I'm like, hey, Mike, we're going to be there at 5:20.
Yeah.
I was ready to. But Crispin's like, why are you mad? I got you another hour.
Yeah. Even if it was 6:20 or 6:30, like we were prepared to go to the show and then have an option to get food after the show because there's plenty of fast food restaurants around our hotel. So, that's another thing of like first day kind of weirdness is that you have to count for traffic and delays and then come up with an option B, which we would have had option B ready to go. But thankfully, Nashville's on Central Time, if anybody didn't know that.
Yeah, we do now. We do now.
Faster than the day.
I didn't remember. Yeah, I mean, we were down here in we were down here last year.
That's
I didn't remember. Who knows? And I haven't swore yet without Lisa. That's
It's
pretty
good.
good.
It's good. Baby Kev is just listening.
Baby Kev.
Just try to do it for baby.
So, night one, we go to the Opry Mills Mall, which is a gigantic place. And in our car, Art drove the white bus with all the kids, and then the rest of the adults were in the Suburban. It was awesome. Thank you, Art. Shout out, Art.
Shout out, Art.
Yes.
I'll have to buy you dinner sometime. And a good one, not just, McDonald's.
Waffle House.
Waffle House. That was really good. We just ate Waffle House, and it was awesome.
Oh, it's really good.
Get off my bed.
I thought that was your bed.
So,
There's two in here.
So we get done at Opry Mills. The kids can eat food court or whatever they want to do. And tonight was the Grand Ole Opry. Now, I want to preface this. 2 or 3 weeks ago, we were talking about something completely different on the phone, something about the trip, and then the light bulb went off because you hadn't told us yet.
Correct.
And then you went, oh, wait. Did I forget to tell you who's performing at the Grand Ole Opry the night we're there? I'm like, I have no idea who's performing. And Mike goes, name one of the top female artists in country music of all time. And I'm like, Reba McEntire.
Yeah, I know.
No. Dolly Parton. No. I said, okay, stop. We just got to watch Carrie freaking Underwood.
Yeah.
At the Grand Ole Opry.
What a star. Like, oh my gosh.
You don't get those heavy hitters every night. So it was a luck of the draw type of situation that we got that big of an artist on a Tuesday.
On a freaking Tuesday. There's Carrie freaking Underwood.
Yeah.
And you were still on the phone when I walked in the auditorium and told the kids.
Yeah.
And the kids were they were stoked.
Yeah, when she came out, I could hear them freaking out. It was awesome. I mean, you see these people on TV all the time. Like, you hear the music.
Yeah,
right?
I was hoping.
Just be in the same
I was hoping
room.
she did the Sunday Night Football theme, but whatever.
You mean, what was his name? Hank Williams Jr.?
No, that's the Monday Night Football theme. But no, well, he did do the Sunday night for a while, but no, it's been
that guy.
Waiting all day for Sunday night.
Yeah,
yeah,
that's true.
Yeah. So, but Ricky Skaggs, like, are you kidding me?
Right.
Country music legend.
Awesome.
Killed it. That was what a great opener.
Oh man, can he
Yeah.
play? And he's the opener. Ricky Skaggs
Yeah,
is
he's
the
the opener, yeah.
opener.
Right.
I mean, he's an old school, and I love that he's like, you want to hear some good 80s country? Here you go.
Yeah.
And then he played 1940s country, which was still so good. I looked at Mike. I'm like, I won't repeat exactly what I said, but when they broke in that 4-part harmony, I looked
yeah.
at. I'm like, that is so good.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
so good. Like, we as musicians just appreciate so much the
Yeah.
talent level
Right.
of these people. Like, and we get the Grand Ole Opry is awesome, but if you've ever been to Nashville, the dude that was playing the guitar at brunch
Right.
at 10 o'clock in the morning is amazing.
Yeah.
And he's playing the guitar at brunch
For
at
sure.
some podunk restaurant that we
Right.
went to.
I think
Right.
it was a great setup he had too about how like the history of the Opry and then the history of bluegrass, and then he did that song, and like I kind of sat there. I'm like, can you imagine listening to this for the very, very first time?
Right.
Yeah.
Like back then,
Right.
like you'd be blowing your mind. You're like, what the heck is this sound? And why
Right.
does it sound so different than everything else I've heard?
Right.
Oh my gosh, fiddle players killing it. It was so good.
There's the musicians are insane. And then
So guitar player.
was it Whispering Bill Anderson,
Bill-
yeah.
who's 112.
He is an 80 years old.
Hilarious. The joke of the night. I mean, I'll get to Schlitz later, but
Yeah.
the joke of the night was when he sets up. It took me a minute to realize he's lying about a bug.
Yeah.
He said a bug flew down his throat. It's
Yeah.
a lie, so he can set up the joke of he went back and took a drink, and he's like, "Oh, this is water."
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Like setting up the joke. It was really good.
Yeah.
I mean, the guy can't sing a lick,
No.
but the music was really good, and the getting to hear the unicorn song
Yeah.
was really good. Anybody that knows old country music like that was, and it's such a silly song,
It is.
but it was a hugely
excellent.
popular song.
Yeah.
Who came out after him? Was it the 49
49 Winchester.
49 Winchester,
They were
which
so
I,
good.
like to categorize Appalachian country, however they
Yeah.
like, he could freaking wail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The vocals were real nice.
Man, he could sing.
Yeah. Oh.
Don't break the chair.
These chairs are terrible.
Shout out La Quinta.
Sponsor us?
Yeah. Hey, by the way, no, you might not want to say that. You're trying to get people to call you, and you put us up in the La Quinta. Hey, we are a budget school, by the way. Like,
Hey, fully renovated La Quinta.
yeah.
Fully renovated.
I was so confused because as we were approaching, I saw La Quinta off the highway,
Yeah.
and then it's like 3 miles. Like, what the heck? It's like,
Another
and
one.
then it said turn right. I'm like,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
left. So I was very confused on the way up here. I was
Yeah.
like, oh, it's another one. So
Yeah, yeah.
Anyway, and then so then after it was Don Schlitz.
No. Next was
The Henry Cho.
Henry Chow.
Cho, I think it's
The
Cho. Comedian.
Korean comedian.
Oh my
and
gosh. But he's country Korean.
Oh yeah,
Right.
he was
so funny.
like from Tennessee or Alabama or whatever.
Born
Hilarious.
yeah, born in Tennessee.
Hilarious. So if you don't know Henry Cho, look him up on TikTok or YouTube or whatever. He killed. He was really funny. I laughed. I almost had tears in my eyes.
Oh,
And
I
then-
was cracking up.
We talked about Dan Schlitz the last time because we got to see him last time, and what did he play first? The ball went up. The Kenny Rogers song, the
Yeah,
baseball.
Greatest.
Who knew? I am the greatest. I'm like, I did, and I go, yeah, he did this last time. He did this last
Yeah,
time, and it was
yeah.
really good, and
Right.
he plays to the crowd really well. You know, you hear the cheer of the crowd, and like
No one
8
did
people
anything.
went woohoo,
Yeah.
and he's like, okay, obviously you don't know what you're doing, and then he's
Timing is everything. Yeah.
it was hilarious. And then he did the the ballad that he did
Oh shoot.
that everybody sings.
The smile on your face makes me
Yeah.
know that you
Yeah.
came.
Keep going.
Don't do things
Touch of your head. Touch me if ever I fall. You say it best when you say nothing at all. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was so good. And the both times we've seen him, you said you've seen him 5 or 6 times.
Yeah, and, it's
he does the
act
same bit.
every single time. It's so good.
But like with the audience helping him out. I wish he can't sing very well, but he does fine.
Better
And
than Bill Anderson.
better than
Yeah.
Bill Anderson. But I really wish, like, and then he does the whole bit of people always ask what else you got, and this is what I got. I didn't know. He did not say last time that it was the first song he ever written.
Yeah, that was
wrote.
Wrote.
The first song this dude wrote at 23 years old was The Gambler.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And I wish he would sing the melody.
You're right.
Or get close to it. And he adapts it enough that it's just, I mean, you can't sing along.
Yeah.
Because he's changing the melody on you. But it was...
Who made it famous?
Kenny Rogers. So the first song and the last song are both Kenny Rogers songs.
Yeah. Got it. So he was the main writer for...
It must have been.
Kenny Rogers.
Yeah. But unfortunately, like, they can't be like, ladies and gentlemen, Kenny Rogers.
Right.
Because rest in peace.
Yeah.
But that, again, amazing. Like, I wrote this one.
Right.
He's so funny. He's so funny.
Yeah.
He plays really well. I'm sure the people that are at the Grand Ole Opry all the time are like, dude, we get it.
Yeah. But I'm seeing it for the 7th time, and not 7 times, 5 times maybe, but it never gets old to me.
Yeah.
But it's good.
Yeah, and then
Ben
Fuller, Christian contemporary country
newer guy.
Holy cow! And then his story that in 2019 he was basically in a gutter, drugs and alcohol and
Drinking and driving.
and then like one of the top Christian contemporary guys. And the surprise for us, he only did 2 songs, but the second one, after he got through the first verse and chorus, he's like, ladies and gentlemen, Carrie Underwood. And she came out and just slayed.
Yeah, it was awesome.
So good. And then we took a little break, and then she came back out.
And she closed it out with 4 songs.
What was her first one? Good Girl?
Good Girl.
And then Jesus Take the Wheel. And then the Randy Travis song.
I Told You So.
So, yep.
And Before He Cheats.
Before He Cheats. And I FaceTimed my wife on Before He Cheats, and she was pretty happy with me.
Nice.
She was pretty happy because like whenever that song gets on her playlist, that song comes on, and she just cranks it. And
yeah, I mean it's good. I mean the whole place is going. I mean like everyone knows that song.
Right.
Yeah, I
mean absolutely.
Like it's one of those songs where it's almost like pop, not country, because everyone knows it. It's like, I mean it had like an impact when it came out first.
And if Carrie Underwood was a pop star, she would be an anthem gal.
Yeah.
Like,
and that's really one of them.
Yeah,
and
it's so good.
That song's 20 years old. Like that was from her first album, or one of her first albums.
One of them.
Before He Cheats.
I think it's maybe a second or
that
third.
was from her.
I thought it was later on.
Some Hearts.
Some Hearts, yeah.
I think it's
2005, I think it was that album. Yeah, it was their first album, but
they had like 200 people there from Australia tonight.
that was crazy. That was random.
Nuts.
Yeah.
So nuts. Oh, and Mike got us the tickets in the wrong section.
I know.
Oh, 33.
Yeah, we could have won boots.
Could have won boots.
But we didn't because Mike got us the wrong
I'm
tickets.
sorry.
So, concert ends. We come back to the hotel. Kids are like, I'm going to go to T-Bell. They go to T-Bell.
No, I'm telling the story. Lisa's not here. So, early this morning, Art makes the group message with all the adults that are on it and tour guide Mike.
No, hang on. Lisa makes the
Oh, I thought you made it.
No, Lisa did.
Oh, sorry.
Well,
Shout
why
out
don't you
Lisa.
change the name to it? Because it was Nashville 2025. And then
Now it's Nashville, baby.
Yeah, but like my phone's like Nashville, bye. And I'm like, what the heck is that?
So, and then a couple of us don't know tour guide Mike's on it, and all of a sudden Mike's like, I was waiting for this group chat all day long.
Yeah. But anyway, so yeah, we come back to the hotel and we're like, okay, text when we're all gonna go out to eat. Well, I tried to, I thought I had overheard students say, they're going to go to T-Bell, so I was, let everyone else know, okay, the kids it looks like they're going to go to T-Bell already. But
T-Bell is Taco Bell, for those of you that don't know.
For people from Turkey and from
Did you know that?
I heard.
Yugoslavia or whatever it was.
No, Pakistan.
No, but they're a Swedish guy.
Afghanistan. They're Sweden, yeah.
Or whatever. Anyway.
Shout out all those countries.
In case you have T-Bell.
We talked about it last year. I'm glad there's more of a following now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Less than 1%.
Okay. Well, yeah.
But anyway, I literally typed T-Bell, which will have semi-frequent T-Bell, that I typed T-Bell enough that my phone should type T-Bell.
Right.
Well, I changed it to the kids are going to hell. which I think is hilarious. First off, secondly, I was like, "No, T-Bell." I tried to type it like before.
And then somebody said they're going to bed.
yeah.
No. Then we meet them downstairs. So we go Waffle House.
Oh
So-
my god.
But on the way to Waffle House, there's like police cars and fire trucks, or what the heck? And next to the Waffle House, the gas station, and then we sit down and we're like, "What's going on?" And one of the Waffle House people are like, "Oh, just some crackhead hitting somebody else over with a beer bottle." Like, what the heck?
Yeah.
Anyway, I'll have a waffle and I'll have my.
That was just a normal Tuesday.
Yeah,
For
they
those
were
Waffle
unfazed.
House
They were
Oh, they didn't care at all. But
No.
shout out Mike Roberts.
always.
El Double Waffle.
Oh yeah, he's like, "Can I
El
do the
Double Waffle.
He's like, "Can I do the double waffle?" I'm like, "Absolutely."
And she
yeah.
was underestimating me.
Next
She
time
didn't realize the
estimate you.
fatness of Mike Roberts.
He's like, "Where are you gonna put it?" Yeah, and you're like, "I'll show
Can
you."
we stitch that quote, please? I need that. To like, you know,
Your ringtone?
whenever he calls me.
Duly noted.
So what, Mike? What do we got going on tomorrow? Because we'll, unless we're really tired, we'll hit this again tomorrow.
Well, tomorrow it's always good to preview the next day. Tomorrow we're starting with Musicians Hall of Fame Museum, which is all about the musicians of all the bands. So it's very. We have some like band kids on this trip too, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So they'll really enjoy that, but everyone will enjoy it. It's a lot of interactive stuff. Then we'll make our way over to Broadway Street and have some free time. Hopefully it's not too crazy, but that will be at 11:30 in the morning. So hopefully it's not terrible. And then we'll make our way to Listening Room, and this is a first, I think, for Guardian actually.
Yeah.
First for Guardian.
Dude, I have a lot of firsts for you.
You really are.
I'm glad I can help your career.
Contribute, yeah. So we're gonna see a show with a songwriter tomorrow, which is gonna be fun, and get some lunch. Kids are gonna have a $25 maximum for lunch tomorrow. They're gonna.
What do we get?
Crazy.
Mike's,
You said kids. What do we get
Mike's
for a maximum?
personal bank account.
There, yeah.
Guardian card? Drop it.
Tight leash.
We're on the budget.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, basically.
Then we move to the Grand Ole Opry backstage tour, which is one of my favorites. You guys saw that.
It is so great.
Oh,
it is so
dude.
well, and we were talking about it last year. We went on that tour, and he spent like several minutes in the mailbox room, and everybody else was like 7 dressing rooms down.
Yeah,
You were still
I
there.
was still looking. I like watching, like looking at.
Well, that's
Dude, there's Garth
hilarious.
Brooks' name on a mailbox.
Right.
Like I took pictures of everything. Like like at least in that spot, because like
Oh, you took a picture for me to send to my girls.
Yes.
Garth Brooks'
Yep.
mailbox. Yeah.
Yeah, so like I was telling him like it's not that I think we're moving too fast, but like for me it's like in that moment I'm like I'm staring at like something that these people walk to regularly
Right.
when they're here, you know?
Right.
So like I was appreciating that, but I probably will skip maybe a little bit of that because for tomorrow, just because like I've already done that part. I want to hear more about the room stuff.
For sure.
So I mean, like that whole thing about like when they get to like the water being so high during the floods.
The flood.
That's hard to like.
Yeah.
It's hard to imagine.
Yeah, it's hard to fathom.
And when they do, and because when we did Janet Jackson, they had that same flood line,
Right.
Yeah.
and it's like it would have overtaken the boat.
Yeah.
Like, that's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
Remind me, last year did we take a group photo on the Opry Circle?
We did.
We did.
We
Okay.
can do it tomorrow.
Yeah, we need because it's just us, right?
Yeah, it should be.
Okay.
It may be more because we're a smaller group.
Right, we're a small group.
But we can take only 14 of us together. We could do it. We could do a group photo of just the 14 of us.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I think I'll pony up the cash to actually buy it. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, last year when we went there, like we were 8th or 10th in line to
Yeah.
go walk up there and get a picture taken,
Right.
and nobody would walk in the circle.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
no,
You gotta
this
do
is
it.
what you do.
Right.
Yeah. Right.
Like,
right.
oh, I respect it. Shut up. Just,
Yeah, you gotta do it.
just go. It's a piece of floor. And,
Right, right.
Like, it's gonna. If any of us, we were all music teachers, right? Last year that went on this trip.
Yeah.
If any of us were good enough to make it,
Right.
we would feel completely differently walking. Like, I'm not gonna walk in there until I earn it. Just shut up. Just go.
It's a piece of wood.
Yeah.
Right, and it's a different stain.
Yeah. Right.
Just go stand, get your picture taken.
Yeah.
Who cares?
Yeah.
I respect the circle. That's fine, but
Right.
they're trying to make money.
Right. Right.
So
Right.
yeah, no, the Grand Ole Opry tour is really awesome.
Excellent.
The whole video that they did before was like.
Oh, with
chilling.
Garth and Trish.
That makes me cry.
I
every
know,
time.
really. Seriously, I was like tearing up the last time.
So those of you that don't know, and we probably never mentioned this, I am a huge Garth Brooks fan.
Mm-hmm.
Huge. Like,
Don't
I
let
grew up
Bon
in the-
Jovi know about that.
I grew up in the 90s, and I love Garth Brooks. Like, I had the Garth Brooks black and white checked shirt, right? That I wore it to homecoming one year.
Yeah.
Like, I love Garth Brooks.
He's a narrator for the video.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
So, when we were down here with Mike last summer, was it Sunday night? Whatever. The last night we were here, we had hours on Broadway. And Mike and a group of people went somewhere else. I had to go to Friends in Low Places, Garth Brooks Bar, because that's where I had to get souvenirs.
Yeah.
I had to get everybody a Garth shirt. And we walked and walked and walked after we had already walked and walked and walked and walked and walked and walked.
Yeah.
To a ghost tour that
To a ghost tour that didn't happen because somebody got murdered.
Yeah. Because the ghost was happening right there. It was a live reenactment.
I don't know if somebody got murdered, but that's what we said.
There was police tape. There was police in the spot that we were supposed to have the tour start.
So, Art and I are walking down to Garth Brooks Bar. We turn a corner and Art stops me. He like soccer moms me. He's like, "Dude, do you see the sign next to Garth's sign?" I'm like, "No, I'm blind." He's like, "Okay."
Well, stop being blind. For a
So,
second.
those of you that know me, the greatest band of all time is
Kiss.
Bon Jovi.
Oh.
It's not Kiss. It's Bon Jovi. And he's like, "Dude, the sign next to Garth Brooks Bar is John Bon Jovi's bar."
Nice.
I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
And we had a freaking ball. So I got to go to Garth's bar, got to go to Bon Jovi's bar, just had a freaking blast.
Right. Yeah.
We were, I mean, like, because we were talking about it earlier too today, that like we kept talking about this trip for months.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I think like, because we were sold on like Nashville, right? And I think that's kind of like, well, the kids are gonna love this too.
Right.
Like
exactly.
Like I didn't like. I think my parents listened to a little bit of country, like when I was a kid, but like it wasn't probably our main thing that we listened to all the time. But, like,
Mariachi?
as I racist. Racist from the mariachi people. But like as I got older, I love Johnny Cash. And, like he's like my favorite country singer of all time. But like, you know, expanding upon that, but like going to this trip, I was like, man, I really like country music. It's just, and again, when I say country, it's like the general overarching, like whatever is considered country under that umbrella. That sounds good to me. I like, and there's a lot of it. And I think what sold us about this trip is like, this is an experience, multiple experiences these kids are gonna have. Like, it's a new location that's not Monmouth, not in Illinois. And also, like, a genre that maybe they are going to rediscover and or discover that, like, wow, I actually kind of like this.
Right.
You know, like, it's going to open their eyes to so many
For
things.
real.
Which, honestly, after the Opry, I'm pretty sure they're already like,
Well,
let's kick some ass tomorrow.
and tomorrow night they'll see it a lot in the General Jackson
Right, yeah.
set list because they go throughout the decades and they sing, you know.
Yeah.
I really like this show tomorrow night. They go through all the decades and they
Is
do
it the same people?
It has probably some different actors, I think.
In the dinner?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think so. But there's some.
Because that was super fun, though, even the last time we did that during the day.
As my other client has said, that is the best grade B talent he has ever seen is on General Jackson's show.
Well, but like, I mean, if grade A is on the stage at Opry every night.
Right.
Like, these guys are like the runner-ups.
Right,
And
exactly.
they're still freaking good.
They're better than the guy singing at brunch,
Right.
but
Tequila.
they're not.
They're trying to make their name. You know?
Yeah.
So like it's
And they're getting paid to do it.
Right, oh yeah,
Like,
it's a
They're
it's
doing
their life.
more than what we are.
Heck yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
But-
so looking forward.
Yeah, I love the General Jackson. The thing I loved about that tour last year was the Guardian card,
The what?
the Guardian credit card.
Oh, Just being paid for everything.
Love the Guardian. Mike, where are we going? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Follow Mike.
Yeah. It's under Mike. It's under Guardian.
Yeah,
it's
right.
under Mike.
The
and
tab.
Guardian.
We
We
still
have a tab.
tell the story. We still tell the story of going to the karaoke bar, right?
Yes.
And
yes.
me, Art, Mike, and Big Red Kev. The Kevin from
Yes.
that went to University of Nebraska.
Yes.
Go Big Red.
Yeah,
Yes.
go Big Red.
Shout out Nebraska.
Yeah, right.
Sponsors.
Yeah.
We're sitting at a table, and these tables are bar high tables, right? And they're long, so like multiple people can sit there. But we were sitting on one end, and the other end, there's this group of guys, you know, in their 20s,
Right.
just living their best lives in Nashville. And like, there's some really good karaoke going on. There's some really bad karaoke going on. And you know, you deal with it. And anyway, the DJ, the karaoke guy's like, okay, Jeff, you're next. And it was from this group of guys that were sitting next to us. And they're all like, Jeff,
Yeah.
woo-hoo-hoo, let's go, Jeff. And Jeff gets up there, and we're all like, okay, let's, you know, what's this gonna be? All of a sudden we hear na 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 na, and we. It takes everybody about 8 seconds.
Yeah.
And then everybody starts dying laughing because this guy's gonna say tequila 3 times.
Yeah. Oh my
But
God.
nail it.
It's
No.
such a meme at karaoke bars.
Oh,
for
that's
people to do
hilarious.
It's so funny.
Yeah.
But wipe out.
Yeah.
That's the next time I'm at a karaoke, I'm gonna say I want to do wipe out.
that. Yeah.
I'm gonna say wipe out, and I'm gonna walk off the stage.
Yeah, let the music play. So, yeah, we're super happy to be back in Nashville, and we're looking forward to tomorrow. So,
Mike, we appreciate you, man.
Salute.
yeah.
You kept sending that emoji. What the hell? I don't get it.
I use this emoji all the time.
Is that your thing?
Yeah, it's a
Aye, aye.
captain salute, like, yes, sir.
Oh, wow.
Yes,
At your-
Mr. Kevin
at,
Ferry,
at
sir.
your service.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
At
Wow.
your bottle service,
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think if we aren't too tired tomorrow, what General Jackson's at like 7?
Yeah. I think we get back
Yeah.
at 9:30. Get back. If we don't do Waffle House, we will do it again
I
tomorrow.
mean, I don't think we would, because we didn't eat.
Yeah, we would just
love
have
a lot
eaten.
of food.
Yeah.
We won't go to Waffle House tomorrow. We'll do this again tomorrow.
Yeah, I
we'll
would
be
say-
back tomorrow.
And I'll be earlier, too, because
Yeah.
it's not Olympic right now. So, great first day. Look forward to
Yeah,
tomorrow.
awesome. Thank you, Mike. Thank you, Guardian Travel Group. We
Make sure
appreciate you.
Make sure you reach out to Mike for all your travel needs.
M. Roberts at GuardianTravelGroup.com. Yeah, sponsor
Yes.
us, Matt.
Yes. If you're listening.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
I'll text it to him.
They're like, hey,
We go way back. Oh yes. Well, anyway, we're looking forward to part 2, maybe. Well, yeah, part 2 because we wouldn't do part 3 because we were gonna be home late Thursday. But anyway,
I'm going to bed when I get. We're not getting home till like midnight.
I
on
know.
Thursday.
Depends on when you leave.
Well, with all that freaking road construction,
yeah,
oh, it's gonna be awful.
I won't be at work Friday.
You what?
I won't be at work Friday.
At work on Friday?
Yeah.
I will. It's just across the street. I'll be there. You don't need to be there.
Yeah, we'll see. I don't know.
It'll be
Maybe I'll
fine.
go.
It'll
Anyway,
be fine.
but thank you for listening. Remember, you guys can always send us your questions or any topics you want us to talk about at musicinthemakingpod@gmail.com. We always want to take your suggestions, give you tips and advice. We will also be at IMEC in 2026. Looking
Oh
forward
yeah!
to
Breaking
that.
news!
Breaking news.
Breaking news!
There are no stupid questions. Live Q&A got accepted, so you will see us and hear us again at IMEC next year. So looking forward to doing that,
Excellent.
and that'll be with
Dude,
everyone.
half price. Boom.
Excellent.
It'll be
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
So thank you guys for listening, and we'll see you next time.
Bye. Mike forgot that.
Do it.
Girl.